And this experiment is done to see the green structure of the chloroplast. Okay, so we can see all the green color, whatever is in green color, it is the chloroplast. Okay, so whatever is in green color, which color it is? It is the chloroplast. Okay, so green structure, and this one is the stomata. Yes, this is stomata shape, and in that chloroplast is there. Okay, and so here, okay, so we would require a relief of algae or algae plant, a compound microscope. So we know how to see the stomata and under the microscope. Okay, magnification means big. Okay, so and stomatal guard cells. Several green structures are observed. These are chloroplasts. To observe chloroplast in algae, we would need a needle to separate out strands of algae. Take the finest strand, prepare a slide, and observe under the microscope. Okay, so here this is the in the chloroplast how the structure is. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so chloroplasts are twice the size of the mitochondria. Chloroplast is bigger than the 2 times mitochondria. They are structured enclosed in double membrane. There is a third membrane that folds into stack of a sac-like structure called as a thylakoids. Okay, so here there is a third membrane that folds. It is the chloroplast has the 2 membranes. Membranes means that covering outside like membrane. It is called as a nuclear membrane. And the third membrane will be, how it is means, it is the thylakoid. So which is the thylakoid? I will show now. Okay, so which is the thylakoid means, so these are the thylakoids. All these are called as what? Thylakoids. And the stack of socks that resemble sacks of coin, these are like coins, are called as a grana, and fluid around this is called as a stoma. Okay, so grana is what? Now this is the grana, and full thing is the thylakoids. So in each thing like coins, it is there, that is called as a grana. And the next one we call it as a some fluid, like water fluid, like it is there in the chloroplast. It is called as a stroma. Julius Van Sachs in 19th century, scientists had for the first time shown the presence of chloroplast in which photosynthesis, pigment chlorophyll was present. Okay, so the scientist, which scientist did the research? Julius Van Sachs. He could not isolate chloroplast but could further suggest that starch granules are formed in green leaves as a result of photosynthesis. So he also told it is the granules. Okay, he could not separate the chloroplast, it seems, but could further suggest that starch granules are formed in green leaves as a result of photosynthesis. These granules are formed as a oxygen glucose molecules in the presence when the photosynthesis is taking place, it seems. And the next, it was later observed that light dependent process of photosynthesis occurred in the grana where oxygen was released by the breakdown of water molecule. So photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast. That chlorophyll is present in the grana, it seems. So in this grana, in the grana only water molecules will be breaking and oxygen is released. Okay, then glucose also will be released here in the presence of the sunlight. Okay, the reactions that lead to synthesis of carbon compounds occurred in the stroma did not require the presence of light. Only for the breakdown of the water into oxygen, only light is needed, it seems. For the breakdown of the glucose, to get the glucose, no need of the sunlight. So glucose, where it will be forming? It will be forming in the stroma. So you write here, in the stroma what is formed? Glucose. Okay, and then in the grana, water molecule, oxygen is released, water molecule will be breaking down. Okay, so apart from sugars, amino acids, fatty acids and other compounds are synthesized in the chloroplast. So in the chloroplast only sugar, amino acids, fatty acids and other compounds are synthesized, means prepared. Chloroplast also play a very important role in the immune system of plants. Immune system means resisting power, good for health. We had studied in class 9 the chloroplast and mitochondria are examples of organelles found by endosymbiosis. So chloroplast is formed by the endosymbiosis. Endo means inside. Symbiosis means depending on each other for the food. So that time the chloroplast is formed in the plants. This cannot be manufactured by the cell. So you underline this point. Chloroplast and mitochondria are examples of organelles. Chloroplast is formed by what means by the endosymbiosis. Okay, that cannot be manufactured by the cell. So chloroplast is not formed inside the cell. Manufactured is prepared by the cell of the plant, but it is prepared by the endosymbiosis. Okay, rather genetic material of these pass on from one generation of cells to another generation. So this chloroplast characteristics will be passing from one plant to the other plant of the same plant. Okay, so this is the one. Now here we see two kinds of plants. One is the dicotyledonous, another one is the monocotyledonous. So many times I told, if you want to know the meanings properly, you see in the YouTube or Google somewhere and find out. Okay, so dicotyledonous. In the dicotyledonous, you saw in class 9th, xylem and phloem. It is in the round shape, xylem and phloem. So in the dicotyledonous plants, xylem and phloem will be in the round shape. But in the monocotyledonous plants, xylem and phloem will be scattered here and there, not in the round shape. It is not arranged like this. It is here and there scattered. So vascular tissue means what? Xylem and phloem. Together we call it as a vascular tissue. So here we are going to study about the transport system in the plants. Transport system means what? Transporting, sending the materials, food materials and water molecules to all parts of the plant. From down, water will go to all parts of the plant through the roots. Which carries the water? Xylem. Phloem carries the food to all parts of the plant. Okay. So we have studied that substances required for life processes and their products include excretory products means waste products, the sending out. Okay. So they transport and excretory systems, everything like tubes. Plants also have the elaborate system of the tubes for transport through which different types of substances are transported. We had studied about the vascular tissue. Vascular tissue means what? Underline xylem and phloem in the plants. It is the vascular tissue. The patterns of arrangement of these may be observed in several plants. Flowering plants usually have the patterns of arrangement as shown in the figure 15a and b. We usually find a vascular tissue located, that means it is present central in the roots, while in stems they are usually located towards the periphery. Okay, so vascular tissue, xylem and phloem present in the roots center. In the stems where the xylem and phloem present means periphery. Periphery means what? At the walls. So we cut like this, we find round. So periphery means at the side of the walls of the stem it is present. Okay, underline this also. Okay, in the roots it is present in the center. In the plants, in the stem it is present at the periphery. Okay, so next one. These are usually found arranged in the concrete circles. In the circle it is arranged in the dicotyledonous plants. In the monocotyledonous it is scattered. Dicotyledonous, it is monocotyledonous. Okay.